Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here this morning. Today, I am proud to announce that I am running for re-election to be your Attorney General. 3 years ago, we made history, electing the first woman of color to statewide office here in Massachusetts. Since then, I have kept my word and prioritized the people. First, we're making Massachusetts more affordable and protecting our consumers. We, for example, put $32 million back into the pockets of our workers who were underpaid or denied wages and benefits they earned. We put over $400 million back into the pockets of families by using the power of my office to stop unfair utility hikes. And we will continue to do that work, especially as the federal government is walking away. We've prioritized our kids, our youth, and their well-being. Because not only am I your Attorney General, I'm also proud to be a mom of 2 beautiful young boys. We are taking on TikTok, Instagram, and Meta for the role they're playing in our mental health epidemic. And we are centering youth in every conversation we're having at the Attorney General's office. We are continually standing up for our Massachusetts residents and our economy by holding Trump and the federal administration accountable. We filed nearly 40 lawsuits protecting $3.01 billion of the $3.18 billion in Massachusetts investments targeted by this Trump administration. We've safeguarded over $210 million for public schools and nearly $170 million in NIH research and public health funding, including for life-saving care like pediatric cancer trials. And when the administration tried to strip away birthright citizenship, the fundamental promise that if you were born here, you belong here, we stood up and fought back, because no president, no matter who they are, gets to rewrite the Constitution. We will continue to do this work because they will continue, sadly, to come for our rights, our freedoms, and our economic future. Finally, we have expanded the reach of the AG's office, making sure that whether you live in Boston or Berkshire County, when you call the AGO, someone picks up, listens, and seeks to help. Yet our work is far from done. Too many families are still struggling to live paycheck to paycheck. The federal government is actively trying to take away our fundamental rights and freedoms. And most importantly, the next generation is struggling to do better than the last. This is why I'm running for re-election, because Massachusetts deserves an Attorney General who leads with empathy, compassion, and a sense of urgency, and a deep belief that this job is about more than enforcing the law. It is about making life better for people who far too often feel left out and left behind. It means a lot to me to be making this announcement right here in the South End and in Roxbury, steps from where I grew up after my father was released from prison. My mom would sadly die when I was 8 months old, going to visit my father, who was incarcerated. My brothers and I grew up here, poor, in an affordable housing right behind me. And sadly, my father would suddenly pass away when I was 19 years old, a sophomore at Princeton University. And years later, my twin brother Andre would die while in the custody of the Department of Correction. I found significant strength in this community and its people. I found strength in my deep sense of faith in our collective history. Right next door from the house I grew up in was a stop on the Underground Railroad, which is right behind me. An incredible reminder of our collective history and what's possible when people step up. What they knew, and I know to be true, is that no child's future should depend on charity or luck, or the right public school, the right foster home, the right teacher, or the right break at the right time. When people step up, when government steps up, there are endless possibilities, and I am certainly proof of that. Massachusetts is the best state in the country. We have all it would take to break more cycles of poverty, criminalization, and mediocrity for every family in Massachusetts, to provide more opportunities, to open more doors for families who call this incredible state their home. And that's exactly what I intend to do as I continue to do the work as your Attorney General. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you to my incredible supporters, and I'm happy to take all of your questions. Thank you.
We can take a few questions. General, what draws you to run for another term as AG as opposed to some of the other offices that might be on the ballot next year?
I love my job as Attorney General, and I, of course, want to keep it. And I recognize we've accomplished great work, especially in the area of affordability and federal accountability. Yet still, so many families are still living paycheck to paycheck. Young people are still struggling. And I absolutely believe that every resident in Massachusetts not only deserves an AG that will lead with empathy and compassion and a sense of urgency, but will prioritize them and, most importantly, focus on all those who've ever felt left out and left behind. So there's still more work to do, and I'm excited to get out there to earn the support of our residents.
You and your colleagues nationwide, you've entered into a number of lawsuits. You're kind of becoming a bulwark against the federal administration. I mean, obviously that work is ongoing for the next couple of years, but I wonder how you see that unfolding. This is just sort of like going to be sort of a constant barrage of litigation for the next couple of years.
Sadly, I expect and anticipate the federal government will actively keep trying to take the billions of dollars of Massachusetts investments away, undermine or attempt to rewrite our Constitution, take away our freedoms and our values. And so we will just have to keep stepping up. And I will do it with a sense of urgency. It's not personal. This truly is about protecting billions of dollars in resources that Massachusetts is owed and entitled to, and standing up for our Constitution and the foundation and the bedrock of our Constitution and the democratic values we hold near and dear. So I will continue that work as the next Attorney General, of course, if people put me back in my job.
You spoke on Saturday. A lot of people on the comment. I wonder what it felt like for you to be up there and sort of what you took away from the day.
It was inspiring, frankly, to see all of those folks turn out and to exercise civic engagement. Like I said to the crowd, no one AG can do this work alone. It will take each and every one of us committed to civic engagement, committed to accountability, standing up for the democratic values that we hold near and dear, not just for ourselves and our community, but for our children and the generations to come. And that was on full display at that No Kings rally, and making it crystal clear that we don't have kings in this country, we have people.